Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's honestly a massive game changer. If you've ever felt like your spiritual intentions are just constantly getting derailed by how busy your day is, we're looking at the Faith Habit Builder. It's a daily companion app for prayer, Bible study, and well, just growing your faith. But it takes a totally different approach. Instead of demanding huge commitments, it focuses purely on super achievable daily habits. Let's break down exactly how it works.
Right off the bat, I want you to ask yourself one incredibly simple question. Do you have just 2 quiet minutes a day? Seriously, just 2. Because the core promise we're looking at here is that you absolutely do not need to carve out a full hour to feel closer to God. You don't need a theology degree, and you definitely don't need to block off your entire morning. You just need a tiny, highly focused window of time.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because this contrast is exactly where so many of us get stuck, right? 1 hour of pressure versus 2 minutes of peace. This app is literally like a painkiller for spiritual burnout. It completely replaces the guilt of missing those massive, overwhelming study plans with these really simple 1 to 2 minute spiritual actions. It's bite-sized, it's super accessible, and it totally reframes how we look at daily discipline.
So, how does that actually play out? Well, it boils down to this brilliantly simple, lightning-fast daily loop. Step 1, you just open the app. Step 2, you instantly get a Bible verse that's chosen specifically for your moment. Step 3, you do just one short spiritual action. And Step 4, you watch your digital faith garden grow. It takes that quick bit of effort and translates it into an instant visual reward, so you're building this reliable, calming habit without ever feeling bogged down.
Moving right along, let's look at Section 1, a complete prayer companion, tools to deepen your connection.
Even though the app starts really small, it actually packs in a massive toolkit to meet you exactly where you're at in your spiritual journey. For example, it takes some incredibly rich historical traditions and beautifully structures them into these peaceful guided moments. You can walk through the Ignatian Daily Examen in just 5 calm, easy-to-follow steps. If you've ever felt, a little intimidated by traditional prayer practices, this removes absolutely all the friction and just gently guides you right through the experience.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer variety of tools you get. You've got a guided prayer timer complete with this beautiful, peaceful ambiance. There's Lectio Divina for praying with Scripture and your own private prayer lists. But the absolute standout, it has to be the Help Me Pray AI companion. You can ask this premium AI literally anything about Scripture or how to pray, and it gives you these deeply grounded, respectful answers with zero judgment. It's exactly what you need when you're seeking a bit of guidance.
I also love how it deeply respects your specific tradition, offering true personalization. You actually get to choose your path here. If you hop into Catholic mode, you've got the Holy Rosary, the Examen, Daily Saints, and the whole liturgical calendar. But if you prefer a different path, Christian mode offers a beautifully tailored, non-denominational experience focused on guided prayers and structured reading. It adapts entirely to you.
Let's transition into Section 2. Built for everyone everywhere, the numbers behind the mission.
I want to give you a rapid-fire look at some of the data here because the accessibility is just off the charts. First up, 66. This app contains all 66 books of the Bible completely offline. No Wi-Fi, no cell service, no problem at all. You can browse by book, chapter, and verse using trusted public domain translations. The word is literally always right there in your pocket.
Next up, 23. This tool supports 23 different languages. Whether you speak English, Spanish, French, Arabic, Tagalog, you name it, the interface, the daily content, and the Bible readers seamlessly adapt to your native tongue.
But here is the most important number of the whole bunch. 100. This app is 100% free. Seriously. No annoying ads popping up right when you're trying to pray, and absolutely no locked features held hostage behind some premium paywall. Unlike subscription-based apps, there is nothing here to distract you from your peace.
So the crucial point is really captured in this quote from the source material. Prayer shouldn't cost anything. This app was built by an independent developer who firmly believes in that core philosophy. And it really hits you on an emotional level when you realize this massive, incredibly comprehensive platform is offered completely as a gift to help people grow.
Moving right into Section 3, track, grow, and connect, building habits that last.
Let's move to and see how this builds a sense of genuine accomplishment. To make sure you actually stick to your new routine, the app uses this really smart, gentle gamification. You can build up consecutive day streaks and earn meaningful badges along the way. You get your first step on day 1, on fire at day 7, all the way up to champion for hitting a full year.
Plus, you can check out your entire 90-day activity calendar at a glance to actually visualize your consistency. It turns daily discipline into a total joy.
But hey, habit building isn't just a solo mission, right? With the Faith in Family feature, you can link up with your loved ones using a really simple share code. It is such an incredible way to stay connected, especially with long-distance relatives or friends. You can cheer on each other's streaks, pray together, and just keep each other accountable in a really warm, highly supportive way.
Next up is Section 4, Free, Private, and Secure. Absolute peace of mind.
And this brilliantly illustrates the difference between this app and, well, standard tech giants. I mean, think about most apps you use today. They're crammed with intrusive ads, they force you to hand over your email, and they ruthlessly sell your data. Contrast that with Faith Habit Builder. Total privacy. Your deeply personal prayer lists and reflections, they are stored strictly locally, right there on your device. Zero data is collected and zero data is shared. Your private intentions stay exactly where they belong, with you.
On top of that, absolute privacy, it uses true inclusive design, so it works for everybody. We're talking full dark mode support, adjustable font sizes, built-in text-to-speech, and full screen reader support. And these aren't just, minor technical updates. They mean the app is perfectly accessible to anyone, regardless of their visual or physical needs. It's incredibly thoughtful engineering.
To really wrap up the core promise of this tool, we just have to look at its guiding motto. Start small, stay faithful. One verse, one prayer, one day at a time. It completely strips away the pressure and the sheer noise of our crazy fast-paced world, and it just offers you this calming, incremental way to either rebuild or deepen your spiritual life.
So after checking out all these incredible features, the absolute privacy, and the beautiful simplicity of that daily loop, I want to leave you with one final provocative question. Will you let today be day one? Look, if you've been waiting for a sign to just pause, take a breath, and dedicate a measly 2 minutes to your faith, this is it. Go search for Faith Habit Builder on the Play Store right now. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will see you on the next one.